On this episode, we're going to take TunaCan, our 1981 Toyota pickup, on its maiden voyage on a little Texas road trip. Stay tuned.
You cut that truck off.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is TunaCan, 1981 Toyota pickup that we resurrected out of a desert, and it's alive, and we're actually taking it on a camping road trip. Let me show you. We got our camping gear. We got the truck all ready to go. We got our tents. We got all our camping stuff. The truck looks a little rough. Hopefully it makes it. In the inside here, it's a little rough, but it's better than what it was before. I'll tell you that much. This truck's had been sitting in the desert for like 14 years. About a year ago, Jacob got it running with a new motor, new parts here and there. So today's gonna be basically its maiden voyage, see how it runs. We've been driving TunaCan for a good few months, and it's been driving pretty good. So we're hoping that he makes it all the way to the Texas Hill Country where we're going to an expo. All right, guys, we're taking off from Edinburgh, Texas, and we're going all the way to Lano, Texas, for that expo I was talking about.
A year in the making.
A year in the making. This truck, I don't think I've ever been this cramped in a truck. TunaCan is small, yeah. TunaCan is small, and we're very ample big men. So this is gonna be a lot of fun. No premium. We embark on our road trip to the central part of Texas, starting from the southern tip of the state. Our trusty vehicle TunaCan is optimistic and running smoothly, except for a slight hesitation when going around 65 miles an hour.
Yes, sir. Camping gear. Camping gear. Have a nice day. Thank you. Thank you.
Good job, TunaCan. All right, Jacob, how are you feeling?
My shoulder hurts. I mean, we're good. It's
We're
cruising
good.
right along.
How was the seat?
Comfortable. But the most important part is the entertainment system.
Actually, it is coming in handy. Well, we've been, how much, Jacob? How many hours have we done?
2 hours?
2 hours. We're 2 hours in, and Jacob was going full throttle because if you wouldn't do full throttle, it kind of would like jerk around. But then it stopped doing that, so we were cruising, what, like 65?
65, yeah.
Yeah, and it's doing pretty good, actually. Haven't had any issues. So we're almost like halfway in our trip. We're gonna go have lunch. Keep driving.
We're getting like 13 miles in a gallon right now, I think. So the last place we filled up was 134 miles ago. And right now we're at, and we put 10 gallons, so that's 13 miles a gallon. Around there.
And you were going pretty fast in the
Yeah,
beginning.
I was wide open. Yeah. And then I slowed down after a bit.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
My name is Officer Smith with George West Police Department. The reason I'm pulling you over is because one, you didn't signal and you cut that truck off.
I did?
Yes, sir. You did.
Let's do something that takes some.
Didn't you mention you had a warrant?
I might not be that. It's a traffic ticket.
So, not even going to warn you or anything about the signal light because you're able to prove to me that the signal light works. The only warning that you're going to get is for the unsafe lane change because you did cut that truck off, okay?
Okay.
All right, sound good? So there's your driver's license. There's a warning. You got any questions for me?
No, thank you for your
time. All right, guys, y'all drive safe.
Have a nice day. Thank you. Am I worried? Am I worried?
Oh, wait! After 3 to 4 hours of driving, we finally arrived in San Antonio without any issues. However, this is where our adventure begins. TunaCan starts to overheat right in the middle of the city, and we have no choice but to pull over at the next exit. You're staying constant.
It's dropping.
Yeah, it's dropping a bit. You're dropping a lot now.
It's because when I picked it up to third gear, maybe.
Yeah. Okay, now you're getting really hot.
Huh?
You're getting really hot now.
This was so ghetto here. What should I go keep one or park right here?
Yeah, yeah, we're good. It's getting hot.
Oh, you know what? I don't have a catch can. Okay.
So how did you lose all that coolant?
Huh?
How did you lose all the coolant?
Like when I over like that's when you have a catch can, it like sucks it back in once it cools down.
Oh.
So it just goes down, and also it's leaking right there a little bit.
Huh?
We don't have another rag here.
Huh?
We don't have a rag.
I don't think I do.
You want to run?
Yeah.
You want?
You're saying because of this, it threw it out?
So it's because like if it's too much pressure,
Yeah.
it levels itself out, and then once it cools down, it sucks it back in.
And you're putting too much pressure right now.
No, it was just throwing that all out, so I had nothing to suck back in.
So it was just because of the whole trip? Just
Yeah, it's throwing coolant through here, which is pretty good for like 4 hours. It's not bad, but I do have a leak on these things right here that I'm gonna fix.
coolant?
Yeah, the gasket didn't seal right, so you put like gasket maker with it. I mean, should help, right? We're good.
But we are back on the road soon enough with no worries at all. What do you think it is?
It's probably the fan clutch.
The fan clutch?
When the engine gets hot, it should be harder to turn.
Okay.
But it's turning really easy.
Yeah, there's a spring in there, and it just.
What we can do is just try to find it right now.
We JB weld it.
What's the Napa rate?
Yeah,
next door?
I mean, this is the only option.
Okay, that's fine.
Because it's the same price. It should work. It's the halal igual.
Yeah. You like $100,
200.
Price to be paid.
I'm an influencer. It's free. I mean, it'll get us. It's just. You can
What do you want to fix?
the oil leak.
They have it's from the fuel pump?
Yeah, I was just put gasket maker.
You can put a gasket maker. The part, I don't think I have that part here.
Oh, you know what? I think I have one inside. Should you do a relay and everything, or just like direct to the battery and just do when we get off?
Dude, you're talking to the wrong guy.
It's still good. I think the belt might just be loose.
The what?
The belt might just be loose. But this is dangerous though. Like if it breaks, it's like gonna fall apart.
Dude, I already bought this.
You can return it. You haven't installed it.
No, but it's I don't want that to break.
Yeah, I know. And then it's gonna be more expensive.
Yeah, no.
Radiator. But we can always put this back on. I mean, we should be able to do it. Get away with that.
Why do I want to put it here, like right here?
It's because we can't. It has to be flush on the radiator. It doesn't have that much space too. Just another day.
Nice. What did you say? What was happening with the?
So this leaking oil, it has brand new gaskets, but sometimes they don't seal right, so you just put a gasket maker. So it doesn't disintegrate.
About the story about the ticket. Jacob, tell everyone on YouTube what happened with the ticket and how everything just goes as
planned.
As planned, yeah.
So God's always on my side.
God is always.
Yeah. So I got a speeding ticket like a while ago. Oh no, I didn't even get a speeding ticket. I was borrowing a truck, and the truck didn't have no insurance, and I didn't know, so I got a ticket for that. And then I never paid it because I got busy with some other stuff. And then they told me to come down this thing. I'm like, oh, I have a warrant, but I think I should be okay. So yeah, I get pulled over, give him my license. He runs it. He's like, hey man, you show me the blinker works, and I'll just give you a warning for the unsafe lane switch or change.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. I mean, I had more than enough space. But yeah, he pulled me over, he gave me that, and then he gave me a ticket, and we go on our way. I'm like, hey, I told David, I have a warrant, and he's like, I didn't believe me. And then we look at the ticket, and the ticket has someone else's name. Like, it just has my last name.
Another Mexican.
Yeah, another Mexican. It has my last name and like some other first name or whatever.
Yeah, way like the date of birth was like way
84.
older.
I was born 87. So
everything's just
yeah, worked out
in the end.
So this was a stupid mistake I was about to do. So we're gonna have to unplug the fan because we're using wire direct, but always do this connection on the ground because if this sparks out or grounds out, you'll short it out. So yeah, just do it on the negative and just do a butt connector for the positive.
I'm gonna connect the fan. The fan. Go ahead, Jacob.
So it might be a blown head gasket, or it could be the fan, or it could be the radiator cap, but it's looking like a blown head gasket already. Yeah, like I said in the previous video, the machine shop didn't do such a great job. They didn't do what I asked for, but I can't blame them. I'm the one that put the head back on, so it might have been my fault. But yeah, I don't think it's, like I said, every has blow by, so it could be a ring, or it could be the head gasket, or it could be something else that happened. But I mean, I think we should make it. We should be fine. If not, I have a fresh motor coming soon for my truck that I'll give to David or something. Or if not, tell David to put a Cummins in it, a 4-cylinder. Or if you have a 4-cylinder that you would like to donate.
Yeah, I'm not too excited right now.
I've done a lot of head gaskets and I have yet to have one fail. But this could be my first. But yeah, like I said, I doubt it. They just did a real bad job on the machine work. So it could have been something to do with that. And I also could have done something with, I don't think it overheated. Because on the thermostat it was still within like it was just getting hot, not overheated. So it should have been okay. But yeah, we won't know until we get back home. We'll find out.
It's getting late and we are just an hour away from our campsite. We pray that TunaCan can hold it together all the way there. It's a bummer that the motor isn't doing well, but we have to keep going because we're already far from home. Turn right in a little bit, so get on the right side. We try to enjoy the beautiful views and cool weather while knowing that this old truck that had been forgotten is on a road trip. All right, guys. Well, we made it to camp. A good 5-hour, well, it was supposed to be 5-hour drive. It ended up being maybe like about 7 hours of all the stops. But thankfully, TunaCan made it. The white smoke kind of stopped, and he was actually driving pretty good on the last hour. But Jacob has many theories on what it could be, but we're not going to really worry about it. Tomorrow, we're going to drive it through the little back roads that are here, see how it does, and then we'll just worry about it on Sunday. We're already here. I'm really happy that it made it, and I'm just so excited. So, gonna go and start making some dinner. We set up a tent over there. So yeah, let's get some dinner going. Go ahead.
So I mean, a small problem I found is this spark cup. You can barely see it, but this gap on this side is way too tight. So that might be a problem that I noticed when we were driving up the mountains. I was losing power. So
The hills.
we don't have the mountains here in Texas.
Well, Big Ben does.
Oh, I guess. But yeah, that's a problem. It might cause lack of power. So.
Could be a culprit.
It could be a culprit. And then we also put a new radiator cap, so it could have been just that.
We'll test it out.
But we'll test it out.
Yeah, we'll see what's up.
So
Thank you, Jonathan. He picked this up for us at night. Thank you.
Because like everyone always gets like 12 or something.
No. Another sweet 81 pickup is camping right next to us. This one is actually really clean compared to ours, and even has power steering, unlike TunaCan that makes us struggle when we do slow turns.
Yeah, power steering?
Yep.
Must be nice.
Kinda. Very oily and dirty right now.
We are camping at the Texas Fall Outdoor Expo, where vendors showcase some really cool trucks and builds.
Yeah. You can jump right in if you want to check it out. Okay.
We see a good old diesel Land Cruiser.
Give it to me!
There you go.
And a good old blown head gasket Toyota pickup. You top it off or something or what?
So it's not too dirty.
We take a scenic dirt road drive to take in the beauty of Central Texas. You just give an update.
Trying to get sunblock for this.
Let me see.
Yeah, definitely the motor's bad. Bad machine work or something, because it's like it's not keeping it cold. So they didn't. I'm pretty sure they didn't check the head when they're supposed to. Yeah, we're losing coolant. I think we should make it back. Worst case scenario, we put a hole in the block. But yeah, I think we should make it.
We're at Riley's here, and before we head back to camp, we bought some head gasket fix. This is what Jonathan used on his 400.
On my 3.0.
Yeah, on his 3.0 a few years ago, and it's still going. So we're gonna be pouring this into good old TunaCan at camp. Let it sit for the night. See what happens.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. 50-50. For sure the motor's no good. It has a rod knock again. So obviously that was bad machine work. And also the head's cracked, or there's a crack in the block and they didn't pick it up. So yeah, as soon as they get home, if we make it home, we are gonna make it home. We're gonna pull the engine out again.
He said we're gonna make it home, so don't be telling people we're not gonna make it.
We're gonna make it home, and we're probably gonna pull the engine again. I put a different motor in there or something, like a completely different motor. Maybe not even a 22R no more.
You guys gotta support the channel, because if you guys don't watch this video and like it, I'm done with TunaCan. I'm gonna just drive it off the cliff.
We're working in negatives here already.
So now we got a rooftop tent mod on old TunaCan. Just kidding. We're gonna move to a different part of the campground because some of our friends left over there, just because we have some neighbors that are a little noisy. But it's time to head back home, and I've been dreading this ever since we got to the campsite. Will TunaCan hold strong or die on the side of the road? Got an open area there. Where? Right here? Right here? Yeah. As close to the, not too much. She did. Oh. Never mind. You thought.
It might be out of gas.
All right, guys. Well, we are maybe like about 4 hours back to the house. Temp is it's been maintaining. The temperature's been all right. The normal was at 190. Now it goes all the way to 230. What do you think, Jacob?
We'll make it. Done worse. I've done worse before.
He's done worse before.
Driven worse, I mean. Driven worse. From California to South Texas, 1,500 miles, overheating every 50 miles, so it's no big deal.
So we're on our way. We're gonna be passing through San Antonio. We're gonna have lunch at In-N-Out, and yeah, keep going. But as of right now, TunaCan is holding on. I think some of it might have been that head gasket sealer. It seems that the white smoke stopped, and it's been maintaining a certain temperature. So it seems like it's doing its job. It still has a rod knock.
However, we we went through the hardest part was with all the hills. So I mean, we still have some hills left, but the big hills we went through them. So it should be pretty easy from here.
Let's hope so. Miraculously, TunaCan makes it all the way back to San Antonio with steady temperature. But our luck runs out once again in the city as TunaCan starts to overheat. It's like San Antonio has some hatred for our beloved pickup.
Low bike coming out of the radiator.
What do you think, Gustavo? You think we'll make it?
I think so. If we go slow and don't overheat the engine, it will make it.
It will make it?
Yes.
Did you hear that?
Never lift.
Did you hear that? Go slow. Go slow.
Never lift. So I'm never a big fan of that gasket, what is it called? Fixer or whatever. Because you can see right here, like all the fins are all clogged. I mean, outside it's not such a big deal. This is just overspill. But that's the same thing it does inside the radiator, and it clogs up the passageways. So it could also cause that to overheat too. It worked for a little bit, and I think I might have blown it again, the whatever it was. But it's working still. It took it like 2 hours to overheat, so I think we should be okay.
But then we overheated right away.
Yeah, but that could have had just an air pocket in the water. But yeah, it could have been. And it's throwing white smoke again, so it's not a good sign. But we'll make it. And we need like what, 3 more hours?
I think 3 hours.
3 hours, so like 4.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we should be okay. If not, we have a tow bar and everything, but we don't plan on using it.
You don't want to just put it on the hitch already or no? We have to pull over every 20 miles and add water at this point to the radiator. We still have about 200 miles to go. This is going to be a long day. At this point, we're pushing the limits of TunaCan. Jacob.
Yeah, we blew it up like 400 miles ago, so I mean it's still going strong. Obviously we have a pressure going into the cooling system, so it's throwing out all the water. So every like 20-30 miles it's stopped. Now it's like every 15, and put water in it and it's good. But yeah, I'll tell you more once we get in the shop.
I think we have about like 160 more miles to go. So it's gonna be a lot of fun having to pull over. All right, let me get out of the way. I don't like being on the side of the road like this. We're only about 114 miles, or a little less than that, to Jacob's shop. I am gonna think we're gonna be pulling over maybe 6 more times, probably. TunaCan is holding up. He's putting up a fight. He's just thirsty. Jacob put this stereo in here, and Leonardo DiCaprio has been staring at us this whole time.
Oh, that's who it is?
I think it is. It looks like him.
We're driving a 98, not an 81 Toyota pickup.
Yeah.
How do I get out of here now? The faster I go, it heats up less.
Nice.
So I was going 65, and it was a little bit slower than when the light's going, but it was heating up, and then I started going 75, and that's like a sweet spot. So it's not revving high neither. So
continue for half a mile.
That's how the engine likes being at 75 miles an hour, and the motor likes to be. But yeah, that's where it likes to be.
Come on, Jacob. We're almost there, bro.
Almost there.
Almost there.
Time. Oh, I didn't close the cap right.
Yeah. So that's why. Do you think that's why I lost a lot more? Because it felt like we barely drove anything.
Huh?
It felt like it could have lasted a lot longer.
Oh, this has gasket material. I already put like 3 gallons in there and it.
Guess that's what we're gonna have to do.
What? Flat toe it? Oh, put the hitch on it.
TunaCan, you almost made it, buddy. We're just so close. Did good. You did good.
Yeah. There was water in the oil. I noticed. I just didn't tell no one because they would have told me not to drive it. But we made it this far, so I mean, I don't think. The engine was already damaged, so there's not more damage I could do to it. Besides, put a hole on the block, which didn't happen, thankfully. Yeah, but it should be able to be saved again. And I'm looking. If you recommend any machine shop in Texas that are pretty good, let me know because I need to find one. Anywhere in Texas, I'm willing to travel because I can't be waiting 6 months. That's how they have me over here.
I think it's time to part out your truck. Because try with those tires out back.
Huh? We're ready to go whenever you are. You copy him on the radio or no?
All right, guys. Well, we made it back. Not exactly how we intended to.
Well, we made it.
We made it. Technically, we're good. TunaCan. He's gonna rest for a little bit, but he's gonna come back triumphantly. He's gonna come back strong.
We almost made it back. I think like 65 miles away from my shop. Right at the checkpoint, we actually broke down. Yeah. At the Farfurias checkpoint, right before it, like a couple hundred feet before it, we broke down. I made a tow bar for it. I didn't plan on using it, but we brought it and it worked perfectly. We didn't have no issues towing it. It was hassle-free bringing the truck over here from Farfurias to here to Edinburgh. The motor's done. I mean, yeah, the motor not overheated, but through the gasket. Once it boiled over, there's gasket material coming out of the radiator. So for sure, the gasket's done, and it had a rod knock. It had a bunch of issues. Either we'll rebuild it. I won't do all the machine work, but I'll measure everything before I put it together. Because the last machine shop gave me a short block. You think it was my fault?
I do think it's Jacob's fault. It's all Jacob's fault. Going 80 miles an hour probably wasn't the best thing to do.
80 miles an hour downhill.
80 miles. Well, you were doing like 75, but
70.
just not downhill. But yeah, well, it is what it is. It's already happened, and I think
you got a great video out of it.
I think this video is gonna do good. I hope you guys enjoy it, and please like and subscribe and leave a comment because yeah, we did this for you guys. All right, we drove this thing for you guys.
I drove this thing for you guys.
That's true. Jacob did drive it. I didn't do much of driving. I filmed.
So honestly, the motor blew up about 150 miles before we got to Leno, and it did like 500 miles, 600, yeah, like 500 miles blowing up. So it did pretty good for a blown up motor.
I was pretty amazed that it made it this far in with a blown motor. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. We're gonna have to find something new for TunaCan. Maybe a 3RZ 2.7 4-cylinder, maybe a 3.4.
Less 6.2 or something like that.
Maybe a Chevy motor. I don't know. You guys leave a comment down below if you're maybe near us. You want to gift us a motor?
Well, Cummins would be preferred a 4BT.
Yeah, if you guys have anything you guys have,
But beggars can be choosers, so whatever.
yeah. So, but TunaCan needs a new motor, and hopefully this video blows up because I want to make more content with TunaCan. I think a lot of you guys really enjoy it. So, anyways, that's the end of this video. It was an epic adventure, I would say, epic weekend adventure. I think a lot of people enjoyed seeing TunaCan on the road. It's pretty amazing because this thing a year and a half ago was completely dead, had been dead for 15 years, and now it's doing road trips, you know. So
It shouldn't be down for too long. It's roadworthy right now that we figured out. So all it needs is a new motor, and that's all it needs.
yeah, I mean, it drove really nice. I mean, nice, but it wasn't bad. It's the suspension, everything was pretty decent. No, nothing crazy. I know you said drivability was pretty good.
Yeah. It wouldn't sway it doesn't have no sway bar, and 70 miles an hour, it was straight on the road. I would hit a bump at 70 miles an hour, and the steering wheel wouldn't even move. I didn't have no bumps here, no nothing.
Yeah, no, it was actually pretty decent. So, anyways, that's the end of this video. Jacob, what's your YouTube?
Real Local Fab.
Instagram?
Jacob Rivera _57 or Jacob _Rivera _57.
I'll put it down below. Go subscribe to his channel. He's doing content on behind the scenes with TunaCan, so make sure you go subscribe to Jacob, and go check me out on Instagram, OverlandNomad. That's it for this video, guys. Really appreciate you guys supporting. Thank you, guys.